Imagine being the last person on Earth. No texts, no calls, no conversations, no laughter, no one to tell your story to. At first, it might sound peaceful. No drama, no arguments, no expectations. But after a while, something strange would begin to happen. Not around you, inside you. Because despite all our technology, all our achievements, and all our independence, humans were never designed to be alone. In fact, the need for friendship is so deeply built into us that loneliness can affect our minds and bodies almost as much as hunger. But why? Why do humans need friends? And why does being alone hurt so much? The answer begins thousands of years ago. Imagine you were living 50,000 years ago. There were no cities, no hospitals, no police, no supermarkets, just forests, predators, harsh weather, and uncertainty. Now imagine being completely alone. Your chances of survival would be very low. You would have to find food alone, protect yourself alone, stay awake through the night alone, raise children alone. One mistake could mean death, but together, everything changed. Groups could hunt larger animals, protect each other from danger, share knowledge, care for the sick, raise children. The people who formed strong social bonds were more likely to survive. And because they survived, they passed those social instincts to future generations, including us. This means something important. Your desire for friendship is not a modern invention. It is ancient. It is millions of years of evolution speaking through your brain. Friendship wasn't simply nice to have. For most of human history, it was survival. Have you ever noticed something strange? Physical pain hurts, but emotional pain can hurt too. Being rejected hurts. Being ignored hurts. Losing a friend hurts. Why? Because your brain treats social isolation as a threat. Researchers have found that some of the same brain regions involved in physical pain become active during experiences of social rejection. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes sense. If being separated from your tribe reduced your chances of survival, your brain needed a way to warn you. Just like hunger tells you to eat, and thirst tells you to drink. Loneliness tells you to reconnect. It's a signal, a message from your brain saying you need people. The problem is that modern life can confuse this ancient system. Today, you can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely. You can have hundreds of followers and still feel disconnected. Because what our brains really crave isn't attention, it's connection. Friendship does something remarkable. It changes how we experience the world. Think about the difference between carrying a heavy burden alone and carrying it with someone beside you. The weight may be the same, but it feels lighter. Studies consistently show that people with strong social relationships tend to experience lower stress levels and better overall well-being. Friends help us regulate emotions. They offer perspective when we're overwhelmed. They remind us who we are when we're lost. And sometimes, simply knowing someone is there is enough. Not because they solve our problems, but because humans were never meant to face every problem alone. A good friend doesn't remove the storm. They stand beside you in it. Now let's look at this from a philosophical perspective. Who are you? At first, the answer seems simple. You are your thoughts, your memories, your personality. But where did those things come from? Your language came from other people. Your beliefs were shaped by other people. Your sense of humor was influenced by other people. Even the way you see yourself often depends on how others see you. In a strange way, friendship doesn't just support who we are. It helps create who we are. Humans are social mirrors. We learn about ourselves through our relationships. Without other people, parts of our identity would never fully develop. The self is not built in isolation. It is built through connection. So, why do humans need friends? Because friendship helped our ancestors survive. Because our brains evolved to seek connection. Because loneliness acts as a warning signal. Because life becomes easier when shared. And because other people help shape who we become. In a world that often celebrates independence, it's easy to think needing others is weakness. But the truth may be the opposite. The strongest humans in history were rarely those who stood completely alone. They were the ones who built strong connections.